So, I'm sure most of you guys are aware now of the situation in Hong Kong. The Chinese government essentially wants Hong Kong to um, become part of the Chinese state, I guess you could say. They want to enforce their government on on a country that has been democratic for decades now. Um, and I'm also sure you are aware of what Blizzard uh, did a couple weeks ago now. It's been a while. So essentially, what they did is they banned a Hearthstone player who, during uh, professional Hearthstone match, I think it was kind of after the Hearthstone match, he had said something along the lines of "Free Hong Kong" or something like that. And this is very controversial, right? Not only uh, him getting banned, which is what happened shortly after, he got a 1 year ban and all of his prize money taken away. That not only that is controversial, um, saying free Hong Kong is also controversial because considering that many people who play um, Hearthstone, let alone Blizzard's games, that it includes Overwatch, like the, Shanghai Dragons and stuff like that, teams like that. They're Chinese and they might not, number one, they might not support Hong Kong, or number two, people watching, the Shanghai Dragons might not support Hong Kong. And that is why they did this original ban. A lot of people speculate that they were like contacted directly by the Chinese government or something, saying you guys need to take all this down and blah 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 right now. Um, like who knows really? You can't prove it, you can't disprove it, but this is the official statement here, and it says nothing along the lines of that. Obviously, it just says uh this all essentially says, I'll leave a link to this, that we that these views blah, 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 are not a factor in the decision we made. So see, this is them saying that they're not like pro-Chinese or anything. To be clear, we want a relationship with China. Our relationships in China had no influence on the decision. So they did this because they didn't want to offend anyone. Because they didn't want to offend Chinese viewers of the tournament. They didn't want to offend people, Chinese people who play Overwatch, Chinese people who play Hearthstone, Chinese people who play World of Warcraft, which I'm not actually sure that's available in China. But that, based on this, was their goal. And I don't think anyone's really disputing that they messed up here. That 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 Blizzard did something wrong here. I don't think anyone's disputing that, and I'm also not disputing that. To make it clear, I'm not pro-Chinese. Sometimes there's a right side of history, and Hong Kong is definitely on the right side in this situation. It's huge. People are getting killed out there, injured a lot daily. I mean, I think it's something crazy. Like, I think the statistic was like 3 out of 5 people were out protesting in the streets. That's absolutely insane. It's very crazy. So their intention here was to not offend anyone, but they obviously backfired on that because, whoops, if you go on their Twitter here, like just this Overwatch Halloween update announcement here, you click this, you scroll down, concentration camps in China. He stands for Hong Kong. This is everywhere. This has been. I use Twitter quite a lot, and oh my God, I haven't seen Twitter this up in arms about stuff in a long time. It's been a while. I think the last time that even came close to something like this was like maybe the James Charles situation, but even then, people were not this angry about something in a long time. They have not been in this angry about something in a long time. So, but what is this really doing? It became clear to me that after reading this article, actually, suspending Hearthstone player and Grandmasters, Blitzchung responds, that was the guy who got banned, response to Blizzard's statement. I'm grateful for Blizzard reconsidering their position about my ban. So what they did is they halved his ban, so from 1 year to 6 months, and they reinstated his prize money. And if you read this, I will also leave this in the description, it makes him sound like that he is okay with this, that he understands why he has been banned. And I mean, he obviously doesn't like being banned. Somewhere it says regarding suspension, I'm grateful to, though he noted 6 months is still quite a lot to me. I wish Blizzard would reconsider the penalty about the two casters involved. Yeah, so two casters also got fired during this. So, but in this entire thing, he doesn't sound like he holds resentment for Blizzard, Hearthstone, the people who, gave him his ban. He doesn't sound like he's mad about this situation. At least not anymore. He might have been at first, but he may have gone, okay, let's think, let's see their position. And that's what I think a lot of people are failing to do, is see another side to this. They're all just saying, they're so pro-Chinese, blah, 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 It's... But what is this really doing? If you guys... If people like this who post these, replies to just an announcement to a Halloween event, what are they really doing? Because they're not helping Hong Kong really in any way. Because flaming Blizzard, that's not helping Hong Kong, believe it or not. And they're not helping Blitzchung here because he said it's okay. So you can't be mad for someone. That doesn't make any sense. You don't want to be mad for someone else about something that a company did. Like, if he's okay with this now, or if he's moved on, then what is the point of all of this? Like, glory of Hong Kong, liberation of our age. But what is that? What is posting this here doing? At this point, I feel it has become more of a let's cancel Blizzard situation rather than, okay, let's really try and help Hong Kong or help Blitzchung any way we can. A way you could definitely help is donate this man some money, and then he could maybe pass that on somehow. I don't know, to protesters, or there has to be some way to help Hong Kong from your house, like by donating or anything, just doing something. But I don't feel that this is helping. So who knows how long this is going to continue. I'm not entirely sure. but it's been nonstop. It's been absolutely they've been just bombarded. My feed has been bombarded. And like people talking about like concentration camps. What is that? I guess they're like implying that I'm not entirely sure. I'm really not. Uh there was one more thing that I guess you could be mad at Blizzard for. But let's see here. I've been having a funny. I'm just screwing with this guy at this point. It's whatever. Let's go all the way up again. Tweet unavailable. Oh, he deleted this too. Huh, interesting. Okay, so this is on Blizzard's official Weibo.com Weibo account. I'm not entirely sure how to say that. But what I can tell is this is just like a Chinese social media essentially. And it this is what they posted, and then this is a slightly off translation because when I put this through, I asked the guy actually, who translated this? Where did you find this image? Where did you download it from? Because it's obviously very low quality, so someone had to have put this together. But okay, so read this. We are very angered and disappointed at what happened at the event last weekend. We highly object the expression of personal political beliefs in any of our events. So that makes it sound like any expression, right? So that lines up with this in saying, okay, if it's pro-Chinese or pro-Hong Kong, regardless, we would have banned you. That's also what this is saying. But this looks like it is tacked on. This last line contradicts this line. As always, we will defend the pride and dignity of China at all cost. When I put that through a translator, the word China is not here. So this could have easily been lost in translation. This one strand of Chinese characters here could have easily been mistranslated or purposely put here to, once again, cancel or throw dirt at Blizzard because everyone is mad. So I guess that's just my thoughts on it. This is the only good evidence I have seen against Blizzard, really, now, to the reason to be mad at Blizzard. But this isn't. Who knows who wrote this original or wrote this? Who posted this to Weibo.com? Who knows? But I would take this as Blizzard's actual official statement, considering it's Blizzard.com. You literally go right to Blizzard, you go to news, and you scroll down. It's right here. This you have to dig quite far to find. So that's just my thoughts. I really do feel that Blizzard is just being thrown and put down for really nothing at this point. Maybe in the beginning, outrage was valid, but now there really isn't any reason. Hopefully Hong Kong can stay democratic, and yeah, that's all I had to say.